सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
Mr. John, will not you introduce your wife to me? His voice echoed through the parking area, caused Jungkook stepped to halt. And why do you think I'll introduce my wife? To a Mary passed by, Jungkook almost groaned, covered they completely. His dark voice was enough to make they tremble. By the way, his hand was smoothing their hand. It seems he was trying to best control himself rather than they. So, do you business deal with a pass-by? Impressive, Mr. John. He chuckled, trying to make a glare at they behind Jungkook. Don't you dare try to smart with me, Park. Jungkook proved his effort, covering him more. I'm not trying to be smart, I'm smart actually. Which caused Jungkook blood to boil. It's not for their own hands. He would have killed that the moment he showed his face. Congratulations, Taeyong. I accept. I was late in meeting you. Otherwise, things would have been different now, he said, turning Tae, and he cringed by the way he took his name. Before they could even think of replying him, he felt his hand under his gown. It's Mr. John for you. They covered his mouth as Jungkook punched right in the face, caused him to tremble a bit. He was also well built, like Jungkook. Punch, huh? He said, wiping the blood from his mouth, and eyed Taeyong. Eyes over here. Jungkook shouted, landing another punch over his face, but he was stronger than they expected. He returned the punch with a punch on Jungkook's face. Jungkook! They screamed as he trembled because of unexpected blow. You, Jungkook straight, diving his first deep into the cut and groaned in pain. Jungkook, they screamed loudly, but he was busy in fighting. He quickly took his phone, calling Namjoon. Namjoon Hyung, come out please. Taeyong pleaded, looking at furious Jungkook. Only a second he passed, and he saw Namjoon run toward him along with the guard. He grabbed Jungkook, trying to stop him, whereas the guard pulled. Leave me, Hyung. I'm going to kill this. Jungkook roared, pushing him away, but he gasped him face harshly. Stop it, Jungkook. Calm down, okay? Look at Taeyong. He's terrified. Namjoon made him look at a timid Tae. Looking his way, he was sweat. He saw hurt flashing through his eyes when they met with his. He sighed audibly, closing his eyes. Take him inside the farmhouse. I'll tell Uma you'll stay here today. Namjoon patted his back, taking the guards and a bleeding along with him. He stepped toward Taeyong slowly and tried to touch his face with his hand, but he flinched away, seeing blood on his nail. Taking his hand in his, he took long toward the back of their farmhouse, crossing the garden and swimming pool. Hello, sir. The housekeeper greeted him. You leave for today. Will we stay here? Tell all the servants to leave too. He ordered in a monotone, dragging Tay toward his room, locking the door behind. He made Tay sit in front of dressing table and went into the bathroom. After washing his face, he came back and see Tay unhooked his jewelry, removing his coat, and he stopped his hands, which were near the ears, and started to remove his earrings. Taeyoung, he called, but he kept looking down, fighting with his small fingers. Love, look at me, he requested, stroking his soft hair. My life, are you angry with me? Hmm? He asked, putting his face on his head, looking at him through the mirror. Should I not be? Finally he looked up, standing, his deep emerald orbs made with grey orbs, and they filled butterflies in his stomach, noticing him unexposed self in front of him. The dress had been deep neck. Yes, you should be angry with me, and I should be able to get rid of your anger, he almost whispered, moving his hand on his collarbone sensually, and he gulped, closing his eyes. Jungkook, they whimpered as he removed their hair from his back and kissed their neck. The warm lips lingered there while controlling himself. They pushed him back a bit and turned to look at him. I have to change. Wear my clothes. They stamped unwanted, causing him to smirk. You can wear my clothes. They are in the dressing, he said, pouring her into his figure by his cap. They rushed the dressing room, not looking behind. No, you can't be weak today. He should also understand that anger is not only the solution. Huh? He re entered the room. They had taken shower and changed into his shirt and pajamas. He almost looked like a dwarf in a big cloth. They looked around. He was nowhere to be seen. After roaming in the room for about 2 minutes, he decided on sleeping before he comes. Quickly getting in the bed, they pulled the comfort on him and closed his eyes, turning and tossing for after 5 minutes. He started huffing. Where is he? He thought, glaring at the wall clock. It was 11 p.m. and he was not back yet. Getting out of the bed, he wore his slipper and walked to the door. They turned the knob. To be greeted with the silence, the lights were off, only moonlight from the window caused him to see Taekook. They called him, getting a bit scared. He was not afraid of darkness, but the continued rattle of window due to wind caused him to tremble. Taekook. They called him again, a bit louder this time. Still, he got no response. Taekook, where are you? Please come out, they said, looking around, researching the main door. Taekook, where are you? Please come out, Taekook. He could feel his heart beat faster. He was about to open the main door when the sound of caused him to scream. Jungkook, you're scaring me. Where are you? He controlling his tears. He loved rain, but was frightened of thunderstorm. Turning back, tried to run toward the door. He trembled, hearing another lightning. They screamed, placing his hand on his ear. He stood, hearing a faint call. It was coming from his room. Jungkook. They shouted, spinning toward the room. They, love, where are you? Jungkook. He signed, running into his arm, jumping onto his, and kindling him like a baby, wrapping his arms around his neck and leg around his darko. They hid his face in his neck, letting the streams of tears are released.